All right, so Coach, a lot of people are saying this past week was a statement win. How big was it? And how big is it to get three wins in a row here in the Missouri Valley?
I think 3 wins in a row is a big deal, regardless, because there are good football teams top to bottom in this conference. And we got a couple firsts. We got our first conference win in those 3. We got our first conference road win in those 3. So some firsts, we're knocking them down a little bit, but now we got to go ahead and, as football coaches say, playing one game at a time.
All right, one more quick question about this past week. How big is it? How big a weight lifted off the shoulders is it to get that first road win in 3 seasons?
Well, I think that's incredible. We went on the road and played a nationally ranked team. They were ranked number 11 in the nation in our division, and we had to get off the canvas with trailing 21 points late in the 3rd quarter and fight from behind to take the game into overtime and then to win it in 2 overtimes. It's pretty special for the Coyotes.
All right, and I know that you guys got a little nicked up down at UNI. I know that Riley Donovan had a concussion. Josh Vandermountain got nicked up. Are those guys okay? What's the injury report this week?
Well, they weren't concussions. They were head injuries that they were not knocked out. They were not concussed. They have passed tests. And they will continue to pass tests. I think those concussion things, they continue to track you and test you and make sure that you're okay. And I think we're now Tuesday after Saturday's game, and they continue to test them. So we're doing the due diligence on those injuries.
Okay, tell me a little bit of Illinois State.
Well, they're a very, very athletic team. They put up 55 points last week on Indiana State. They've got tall receivers. They'll throw the ball up, jump balls, back shoulder balls. They got a running back that averaged over 7 yards a carry, had 3 touchdowns in the game last Saturday. Their defense is a pressure defense. A lot of blitzing, a lot of man-to-man. They're going to get on us and grab us and shake us for all they can get without getting a penalty. And we're going to have to really play on the edge to get points on the board, and then also to slow their offense down. They're really a fast break offense.
All right, so I guess the next question would be, what teams similar have you seen earlier this season? How does Illinois State compare to other teams you've seen this season? Do they play similar than somebody, or?
They're very athletic. I'd say a lot like Northern Arizona. They've got a running back that's Marshawn Coppridge, I believe is his name. He looks to be a lot like the running back Northern Arizona had, who's their all-time leading rusher. And they've got a freshman quarterback, a redshirt freshman quarterback that's very active. If he drops back and doesn't like what he sees, he'll scramble. That's always a concern because you can fill all your gaps, but all of a sudden the quarterback starts scrambling, and then your call is out the door as far as your defensive calls. So it just a very, very good football team, very talented. They went to the playoffs and won a game last year, 2 rounds into the playoffs. So they're taxi tested. They tough at home. They've had 3 big wins at home, and then their losses have come on the road, and their wins at home have been substantial.
All right, anything else you want to add?
No thanks.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.